Number 1. French pole vaulter Anthony Amirati's journey at the Paris 2024 Olympics took an unexpected turn, catapulting him to worldwide fame. But not for the reasons he had hoped. During a crucial qualifying attempt, Amirati's ambitious vault was thwarted by an unforeseen obstacle, his own anatomy. As he soared towards the bar, spectators and officials alike watched in disbelief as Amirati's prominent bulge made contact with the crossbar, sending it clattering to the ground. This unfortunate collision not only dashed his dreams of reaching the finals, but also sparked a frenzy of attention that would soon transcend the realm of sports. Within moments, video clips of the incident began circulating on social media platforms, accompanied by a barrage of memes, jokes, and colorful commentary. Sports analysts found themselves in the unusual position of discussing the impact of an athlete's physical endowment on their performance, while late-night talk show hosts gleefully incorporated the incident into their monologues. Amirati, initially mortified by the attention, soon found himself at the center of a media storm. Journalists clamored for interviews, seeking his thoughts on the incident and its aftermath. The pole vaulter, displaying remarkable poise, managed to maintain a sense of humor about the situation, quipping that he had always aimed to make a lasting impression at the Olympics, though perhaps not quite in this manner. As the viral moment continued to gain traction, an unexpected opportunity emerged from an unlikely source. A prominent adult entertainment company, sensing a marketing goldmine, extended a jaw-dropping offer to Amirati $250,000 to capitalize on his newfound notoriety. This proposition, while shocking to some, underscored the bizarre pathways to fame and fortune in the age of social media and viral content. Ultimately, Amirati's Olympic journey may not have ended with a medal around his neck, but it certainly left an indelible mark on the collective memory of the Paris 2024 Games, proving once again that in the world of sports, sometimes it's not about how high you soar, but how memorably you fall. Number 2. Chinese table tennis phenom. Wang Chuqin's golden aspirations at the Paris 2024 Olympics took an unexpected detour down a path paved with shattered dreams and splintered wood. Fresh from his mixed doubles triumph, Wang found himself caught in a whirlwind of flashing cameras and overzealous shutterbugs. In a twist of fate that even the most imaginative screenwriters couldn't concoct, Wang's prized paddle, his faithful companion through countless rallies and the architect of his recent gold medal, fell victim to the stampeding horde of photographers. The crisp crack of carbon fiber underfoot signaled the end of an era and the beginning of Wang's uphill battle. This wasn't just any paddle meeting its untimely demise. It was an extension of Wang himself, molded to his grip through years of relentless practice and competitive fire. Wang forced himself to step onto the court to face Sweden's Truls Morgard, armed with a replacement paddle that felt as foreign in his hand as a sledgehammer. The ensuing match was a masterclass in adapting to adversity, but even Wang's considerable skills couldn't overcome the handicap. Morgard emerged victorious with a 4-2 scoreline that sent shockwaves through the table tennis community. In the aftermath of his defeat, Wang displayed the poise and sportsmanship of a true champion. Rather than serve up a platter of excuses, he volleyed praise towards Morgard's stellar performance and candidly acknowledged his own shortcomings. This gracious response in the face of such bizarre circumstances only served to elevate Wang's standing in the eyes of fans and fellow competitors alike. This bizarre incident served as a reminder that even Olympic glory can be fleeting. It proved that in the high-stakes game of elite sports, sometimes the biggest hazard isn't your opponent, it's the paparazzi. Number 3. The 2024 Paris Olympics witnessed not only athletic triumphs, but also a love story that captured the imagination of spectators worldwide. Chinese badminton players Huang Yaqiong and Zheng Siwei emerged as the protagonists of a real-life romantic drama that unfolded on the world's biggest sporting stage, proving that sometimes the greatest victories aren't just measured in gold medals. Their story began 4 years earlier at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, where amid the pressure of competition and the isolation of COVID-19 protocols, Huang and Zheng found solace in each other's company. As they trained together and supported one another through the rigors of Olympic competition, a spark of romance ignited between them. However, the Tokyo Games ended on a bittersweet note for the pair. After a hard-fought match, they suffered a heartbreaking loss in the gold medal final. It was in this moment of shared disappointment that Zheng, recognizing the strength they found in each other, decided to take a leap of faith. In a gesture that surprised both Huang and their teammates, Zheng proposed, turning their Olympic defeat into a personal victory. As the Paris Olympics approached, Huang and Zheng found themselves once again on the global stage, but this time with a different dynamic. They were no longer just teammates but partners in life, their connection adding an extra layer of synchronicity to their on-court performance. Fast forward to Paris 2024, and the story took a jubilant turn as they clinched the gold medal together. In a heartwarming moment of triumph, Jung once again proposed to Huang, this time amidst the joy of their victory. Huang joyfully accepted, making their love story one of the most memorable highlights of the Games. Number 4. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, Turkish marksman Yusuf Dikek proved that sometimes, the coolest hand is the one in your pocket. The 51-year-old sharpshooter became an unexpected viral sensation, not just for his silver medal in the 10-meter air pistol mixed team event, but for his remarkably casual approach to high-stakes competition. While his peers donned specialized gear, Dikec stood out by standing easy. No fancy shooting glasses adorned his face, no elaborate ear protection muffled the world around him. Instead, he often faced his targets with one hand casually tucked into his pocket, as if he were waiting for a bus rather than aiming for Olympic glory. This unflappable demeanor caught the eye of fans and social media users alike, who quickly elevated Dikec to iconic status. Memes and admiring posts flooded the internet, celebrating his zen-like composure under pressure. Here was a man who treated Olympic competition with the same gravity as a friendly game of darts at the local pub. But don't let the relaxed exterior fool you. Dikec is no novice. As a retired non-commissioned officer of the Turkish Gendarmerie, he's been a fixture at the Summer Olympics since 2008. Dikec's viral fame highlighted a refreshing contrast to the intense, often stress-filled world of Olympic competition. As images of Dikec's nonchalant marksmanship circulated globally, he became more than just an athlete. He became a symbol of unruffled excellence. In a Games filled with heart-pounding moments and nail-biting finishes, Dikec proved that sometimes the most memorable victories are won not just with skill, but with style. Dikec showed the world that when it comes to hitting your target, sometimes the best approach is to keep your cool and your hand in your pocket. Number 5. South Korean marksman Kim Ye-ji didn't just hit bullseyes at the Paris 2024 Olympics. She struck a pose that left the world starstruck. Dubbed the coolest athlete of the Games, Ye-ji turned the shooting range into her personal runway, proving that precision and panache can go hand in hand. Clad in a sleek black uniform that would make James Bond envious, and peering through wire-rimmed shooting glasses that screamed intellectual chic, Ye-ji exuded what fans quickly dubbed main character energy. Her unflappable demeanor and laser-focused gaze had spectators wondering if they'd stumbled onto a movie set rather than an Olympic event. Ye-ji's silver medal in the women's 10-meter air pistol event was no fluke. This sharpshooter has been hitting her mark in international competitions for years, but it was in Paris that she truly found her spotlight. Social media exploded with comparisons to action movie heroines, with fans half expecting Ye-ji to holster her pistol and walk away from an explosion in slow motion. Her composed attitude in the face of Olympic pressure had viewers reaching for sunglasses, if only to shield themselves from her radiant cool. As the Paris Olympics unfold, Kim Ye-ji's undeniable swag stands as a testament to the fact that true Olympians don't just compete, they captivate. With every shot, she's not just aiming for gold, she's shooting for the stars and doing it all with a style that's left the world trigger-happy for more. Number 6. The equestrian community at the Paris Olympics has been left reeling from a shocking video that exposed 3-time gold medalist Charlotte Dujardin of Britain repeatedly whipping a horse during a training session. This scandal has catapulted the issue of animal welfare in equestrian sports into the global spotlight, forcing a reckoning within the industry. The British team, once a beacon of excellence, now finds itself under intense scrutiny. Dujardin, a former Olympic darling, has withdrawn from the Games and faces a provisional suspension from all events as the International Federation for Equestrian Sports, or FEI, conducts a thorough investigation. In the wake of this controversy, the FEI has swiftly introduced a series of reforms aimed at promoting more ethical training methods and establishing clearer guidelines for horse treatment and riding techniques. In an unprecedented move, the Paris Olympics now features an on-site equine welfare coordinator. Goran Ackerstrom, the FEI's veterinary director, emphasized the critical importance of recognizing both physical and emotional stress in horses, signaling a shift towards prioritizing animal welfare in the sport. This scandal has become a watershed moment, prompting soul-searching and reform in the equestrian world, and challenging long-held practices in the pursuit of Olympic glory. Number 7. Egyptian fencer Nada Hafez didn't just cross swords at the Paris 2024 Olympics. She crossed boundaries, expectations, and probably a few maternity wear catalogs. At 7 months pregnant, Hafez thrust herself into Olympic history, proving that baby on board is no excuse for keeping the foil in storage. While most expectant mothers are fending off cravings, Hafez was fending off world-class opponents, advancing to the Olympic round of 16 with a belly full of determination and, a baby. While Serena Williams rocked the tennis world with her baby bump, Hafez is giving fencing a whole new level of pregnant and proud. Hafez's performance wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a powerful statement about the capabilities of women athletes. She parried not only her opponent's attacks, but also societal expectations, demonstrating that pregnancy doesn't have to be a pause button on athletic careers. But Hafez's story isn't just about individual achievement. It highlights the evolving landscape of support for parent athletes at the Olympics. The Paris 2024 Games made history by introducing an on-site nursery in the Olympic Village, a game-changing facility designed to help athletes balance their competitive commitments with family life. Looking ahead to the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics, should Hafez decide to compete again, she might find herself utilizing these family-friendly facilities. Imagine the scene: Hafez, fresh from a victorious bout, trading her foil for a baby bottle, her medal gleaming alongside a baby mobile. En garde, indeed. The world of sports will never be the same. Number 8. While floating down the Seine River in all their glory, the French presenter introduced the South Korean delegates as République Populaire Démocratique de Corée, which, as we now know, is the official name of North Korea. Democratic People's Republic of Korea in English. Talk about a mood killer. It's like mistaking a Chihuahua for a Great Dane, or showing up to a black tie event and being mistaken for the waitstaff, except with potential international incidents thrown in for good measure. The South Koreans, understandably, are not taking this case of mistaken identity lying down. A strong complaint is winging its way to France faster than you can say kimchi. And honestly, can you blame them? It's like mistaking a sleek Samsung smartphone for well, whatever they use in North Korea. The incident has been described as a major diplomatic faux pas, given the tense relations between North and South Korea. Meanwhile, the International Olympic Committee is doing damage control faster than Usain Bolt on his best day. Apologies are flying left and right, but let's be real. This is the kind of blunder that ends up in Olympic blooper reels for decades to come. The incident has sparked a flurry of activity behind the scenes. Cultural sensitivity training for announcers is suddenly top of the agenda. Geography pop quizzes are being hastily arranged. And somewhere, a very stressed-out intern is probably creating the world's most detailed North Korea versus South Korea PowerPoint presentation. But let's look on the bright side. At least this mix-up happened during the opening ceremony and not, say, during a medal presentation. Imagine the chaos if they handed a South Korean gold medalist the North Korean national anthem. That's the kind of mistake that doesn't just make headlines. It makes history books. In the end, this Olympic-sized oops serves as a reminder that in the high-stakes world of international sports, it's not just the athletes who need to be on their A-game. Maybe it's time to add Geography B champion to the list of Olympic announcer qualifications. Number 9. The Paris Olympics have transformed the Olympic Village into a real-life Hunger Games arena. But instead of bows and arrows, the weapons of choice are empty plates and growling stomachs. Where did the €8 billion or $8.2 billion budget go? The Paris Olympics, a global stage for athletic prowess, has unexpectedly turned into a culinary catastrophe. Athletes, the epitome of physical fitness, are finding themselves locked in a battle of endurance against empty plates. The Olympic Village, a supposed haven for world-class competitors, has morphed into a Hunger Games arena where the ultimate prize isn't gold, but a decent meal. With tales of rationed eggs and ghostly dining halls echoing through the village, it's clear that feeding 15,000 high-performance bodies was a challenge organizers underestimated. The pursuit of eco-friendly catering, while commendable, seems to have collided head-on with the athletes' nutritional needs. Protein, the cornerstone of muscle repair and growth, appears to be in shorter supply than metals. As the world watches in disbelief, one can't help but wonder if the next Olympic record will be for the longest time survived on lettuce and quinoa. It's time for the organizers to trade in their scorecards for shopping lists. The world's best athletes deserve more than a subsistence diet. This isn't just a PR disaster, it's a potential threat to performance. If these hungry Olympians can't find sustenance, who knows what other records will be broken, but probably not the ones they were aiming for. And number 10. The fencing piste turned into a battleground not just for athletic prowess, but also for cultural supremacy, all thanks to a heart-stopping finale between Hong Kong's Chung Ka-long and Italy's Filippo Macchi. The scores were level at nail-biting 14-14. Comes the next round. Both of them thought that they won the match as the fencing machine registered scores from both fencers at about the same time. The referees reviewed the video footage and the decision finally leaned towards Hong Kong. Thus, Chung Ka-long won the gold medal for Hong Kong. The match ended in a controversial 15-14 victory for Hong Kong, sending shockwaves through the sporting world. But the real duel ignited online, where the internet transformed into a digital coliseum. Italian fans, their hearts still pounding from the close call, unleashed a barrage of insults through social media, saying that Machi's Olympic gold medal has been robbed, insisting that the Italian fencer is the real winner. In response to this insult, Hong Kong fans answered with a mocking response that they will celebrate the win of Chung by eating lots and lots of pineapple on pizza, a cheeky jab at the Italian cuisine. It was as if the centuries-old rivalry between Rome and Carthage had been reborn, but with less bloodshed and more memes. Hong Kong, ever the underdog, retaliated with a flurry of witty comebacks and, most importantly, free pineapple toppings promotions from their Hong Kong and Macau Pizza Hut stores. The internet was ablaze with heated debates, with keyboard warriors from both sides trading insults and emojis like Olympic fencers exchange lunges. This unexpected culinary clash has overshadowed the sporting achievement, turning a thrilling match into a full-blown cultural war. Through it all, one thing is clear. The world is divided not just by sportsmanship, but also by pizza preferences. And in the end, the real winners might just be the pizza delivery services. What is your favorite moment in the Paris 2024 Olympics? Share in the comments. Like and subscribe.